Hey there, it's John with Refocus Your Photography Business and John Glazer Photography. Are you like many photographers who struggle with getting good quality clients to come through the door and get them to pay you money for what you do? If you are, then you're not alone. There's many photographers that are struggling with this in their business, and I'm here to give you some advice on how to change that within your business. And that is through paid advertising, through meta platforms, through Facebook ads, through Instagram ads. Now, I'm going to say this right off the top. I am not a paid marketer for Meta or anything, but I am telling you it has helped me in my business to grow and bring in new leads, new clients, new people every single day into our studio. So the question I have for you, if you're like wondering, why should I do this? Shouldn't I just post pretty pictures and information on my Instagram or my Facebook page? And if I post those things, they will come. That's a great philosophy and a great idea. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing those kind of things, but when you do that, all you're reaching is the people that like are already following you on those platforms. So you need to grow your reach, and the way you grow your reach is by paying for that growth and paying for people to make a decision and start to follow you or to fill out a lead form so that they can become potential clients for you and come into your studio. So I ask myself this all the time: why should I be paying money for advertising? And here's a couple of different examples of why you should be doing this. For example, Disney. Disney is known worldwide. If anybody, you ask just about anybody if they know what Disney is, and they're going to talk about Mickey Mouse and Disneyland and Disney World and all the movies and Disney Plus and all that kind of stuff. Just about everybody in the world knows who Disney is. But guess what? Disney is an $89 billion a year revenue making company, and they spend $7.2 billion a year in advertising. Like, you would ask yourself, why does Disney have to spend 7.2 billion, which is 8% of their total revenue, on advertising when you would think everybody knows who they are? So if they are in a place where everybody knows who they are and they're spending 8% of their revenue on bringing new people in or keeping and massaging those clients or potential clients or people to come into their movies, to their theme parks or whatever, then maybe you need to consider that as well. Another great example is this: McDonald's. McDonald's is all over the place worldwide. I've been to different parts of the world, and McDonald's is everywhere. And if you're in the United States, I can't speak to this in like Canada or something like that, but in the United States, they're like on every other street corner, it seems like. McDonald's, just the Golden Arches is as an advertisement of itself, just driving through town and knowing that I can get a burger or some nuggets there, right? But McDonald's, which has got an annual revenue of $25 billion, still spends $389 million in advertising. So if McDonald's and Disney are companies that feel like they should be spending a big chunk of change of what they make on advertising, when every one of us that's listening to this has probably heard of those two places. And if you haven't, I would recommend you get out from underneath the rock that you're in and know that those companies actually exist. If they're spending that kind of revenue to get people to come and be a part of their business, then us as photographers should be considering doing that kind of stuff as well. It could be through brand awareness. It could be through special promotions to get people to respond and get them to become clients. It can be so many different things. But advertising is the key and the core to building your business. Now, I know what you're saying is, John, I'm not making any money. How can I spend money if I'm not making any money? And that is a catch-22, right? So what I say to that is, if you are starting your business and building your business from scratch, All you need is one client. If you can get one client to come into the door and you get them to spend some money, first of all, you have to price yourself right so that you're making money on your business. That's a whole different conversation and a different topic for another day. But if you can get one client to come in and let's say they spend $1,000 with you, I'm just going to use a nice round number of $1,000. If you were to take 50% of that, right, and use it towards marketing yourself, right? So if that is something you could do, you could spend $500 in advertising. And let's say it costs you $100 to bring in a client. For a client, we call it client acquisition. If it costs you $100 to acquire a client and you do all your advertising, you make phone calls, you do whatever you're doing to bring a client in, and it takes $100 a person. That's $500. So 500 times, like, divided by 100 is 5 clients. If those clients spent $1,000 each with you, now you have $5,000. And if you took 50% of that and put it towards marketing, you could then grow your client base even more. When you're first starting your business, it's important to know that you might not be able to pay yourself right away. Use the money that and the dollars that you're bringing into your business and repurpose it to help grow your business. Just in the simple example that I shared with you just now, if I had one client and I made $1,000 off of them and took 50% of that, $500, and bought or got 5 more clients to come into the studio, and then I made another $5,000 if I did $2,500 towards marketing and got 25 new clients. Now you see how it builds and it grows. And then as it builds and it grows, and when you get to that 25 clients from that $2,500 that you would spend towards marketing and bringing in clients, if it's $100 a client, we're just using simple math terms here, then you can definitely start paying yourself over time. When I started my business, I wasn't paying myself a full salary. I was repurposing the money back into the studio and into advertising to bring more clients in. Sure, I was paying myself a little bit, but I wasn't paying myself a livable wage. I was working full time in another job, and I was paying for my advertising to bring people in and sacrificing time with my family and sacrificing different things. But I was learning how to price myself well and make it profitable for my business. And then I started to grow my business, which allowed me to start taking a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more so that I was able to pay myself what I was worth as a photographer. It's not easy when you're first starting out as a photographer, or any business for that matter, because when you first start out, you have to make some sacrifices and you're not going to be able to pay yourself what you feel that you are worth. And that's just something you have to realize and find as a reality from the beginning when you first start your business. So I hope these are some helpful tips on how you can grow your business, and especially with paid advertising. It's not like something you have to do forever. Depending on how much you want to grow your photography business, you might be able to get away with doing some paid advertising at the beginning and then run some different other things once you start getting some clients that can generate leads from those clients and bring in more clients, which will cut down on your advertising costs. But trust me, if you're looking for clients, a great way to do it is through paid advertising, and Facebook and Instagram are awesome for bringing in new clients for your business. I'm John with Refocus Your Photography Business and John Glazer Photography, and I hope that was some helpful pointers to how you could grow your business.